Hello, and welcome to the 5-Minute Teaching Development Workshop on Turning Your Teaching into Scholarship. This presentation is brought to you by Ashley Castleberry, Assistant Professor at the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences, College of Pharmacy. Would you want the following statements to describe you as a teacher? Material is current in knowledge area, uses a variety of evidence-based teaching approaches, improves student learning by investigating the impact of teaching on students. I think we all want to have these things said of us as teachers. These are the characteristics of scholarly teaching. Simply put, scholarly teaching is using critical reflection and inquiry to evaluate the impact of our teaching on student learning. When these findings are put into the context of existing knowledge in the area and disseminated after peer review, this rigorous process becomes known as the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning, or SOTL. We all investigate the impact of our teaching, but it might not be done in a scholarly way. For instance, we receive various feedback from students. This might be an informal conversation in the hallway or formal feedback on teaching evaluations. Additionally, we hear anecdotal stories and make assumptions about our students, but this is not scholarly teaching and can often lead to us making the wrong conclusions. Therefore, it's important that we approach these questions as research, just as we would in our labs using sound methodology, and then publish our results for the benefit of others. Start by identifying the issue you want to investigate. You probably already have a question in mind. Maybe it's, how does knowledge change before or after a course? Or, is student learning different for various subsets of students? Or, what is the impact of a specific teaching method or course activity on student learning? Whatever the question, you need to define your hypothesis. This involves answering 4 questions. 1. Who or what are you interested in studying, i.e., the subject group? What classroom approach are you changing for your subject group? How or in what manner is the action going to be assessed? Finally, who are you comparing your subjects to? Who are your control group? Next, develop your plan for assessing your intervention. Of course, this will be based on your actual project, but common methods to gather data on the impact of your intervention could include surveys, individual student interviews or focus groups with several students, peer observation or external reviewers assessing the impact of your teaching, student performance on exams or national exams, student attendance, and artifacts such as pieces of data from student assignments or reflections after the activity. Usage data from your learning management system and student evaluations can also be helpful. Remember that collecting multiple pieces of data is usually best, and the mixed methods approach of combining quantitative with qualitative data provides a rich description of what's happening. Next is the fun part. Teach your course and make your intervention. Be careful not to bias your results by influencing student behavior during this period. Document, document, document during this time. Record all the details of your implementation for easy publishing later. Now, to assess your data and share your findings. Consider joining forces with an educational researcher or statistician to make this process easier. When presenting your data, whether on a local or national level, as a poster, article, or presentation, or anywhere in between, link your findings to previous research and share your plans for future research. Don't neglect to reflect on your findings and implications for you and your teaching. What did you learn about yourself, about your students? What changes will you make to your course, to your program, or curriculum? I hope you've been encouraged to start some research of your own. You are probably already seeking answers to these questions in your classroom, but I urge you to investigate in a scholarly manner so we all can benefit from your work. Here are a few final tips as you get started. Don't reinvent the wheel. See what others are studying and how you can contribute to the conversation. Look outside the walls of your discipline. Collaborate with others. Make sure your findings are generalizable to other disciplines. Write as you go. Document and reflect regularly so that writing up your findings afterwards is quick and easy. Finally, don't forget to obtain I or B approval for your research. This type of work is usually exempt from review, but always ask first. That concludes our time. For more information about this topic, please see the resources handout provided to you after you take the survey.